Ladies and gentlemen, welcome old Stub Matters.
Ooh, boss.
Hey,
You know, it's good to be back in Branson.
back? You been gone?
Oh, yeah, I've been out to Colorado out there.
Colorado, huh?
Yeah, I went out there to see about a job there in that pork and bean factory out there.
You had a job in the pork and bean factory.
Yeah, I had one waiting. I had to fly out there in the airplane, you know.
Oh, you did? You
Yeah.
flew to Colorado?
Yeah, I went up here to Springfield Branson Airport out there to catch a plane, you know.
Yeah.
Well, those things are hard to catch until they land.
Yeah, you can't hardly catch one.
They're easier on the ground there. Yeah. Bob was late catching my plane. Taxi cab driver had a lot of trouble. And I got to the airport, and they come over the intercom. Only 2 minutes till my plane left. It's
Oh,
my
boy,
number.
not much time.
No, so I went running down through there and dropping suitcases and hurrying, you know.
Yeah.
And I got to the chute that goes out there to that there airplane.
Oh, yeah?
And I was running down that chute, and I looked, and the airplane was about 8 foot from the end of that chute.
Oh, no.
Yeah, but the door was open on the airplane.
Yeah.
And opened at the end of the chute. And I run to the end of it, and I jumped all I could right there, and I landed through the door and on the plane.
You jumped out and caught the plane,
yeah.
huh?
And the pilot, he's standing there, and he said, "You, sir, are an idiot."
Oh, no.
I said, "What's the matter with you?" "I made it." He said, "Yeah, but we're just now pulling up to the chute." And I got on that plane, Bob. I went back out of the back and sat down. Stewardess told me, said, "You can't sit here. Your seat is in the middle of the plane." I said, "No, I want to sit in the back."
In the back of it, huh?
Yeah. And she said, "Well, why do you insist on sitting in the back?" I said, "Well, did you ever hear of an airplane backing into a mountain?"
Yeah, they don't do that, Bob.
And there's this lady that was on the plane, and she had this little dog, Bob. And she was carrying it, and the stewardess told her, said, "Ma'am," said, "you can't have that dog up here with all the people and everything." Said, "You'll have to have it taken below with the cargo."
Has to ride down below.
Yeah, and she said, "Well, I'd rather carry it up here." And she said, "No, I insist." You know, she said, "Okay." So they took the little dog and put it below. And when we got to where we were going out there in Colorado, them guys unloading all that stuff, you know, and that little dog was dead.
Oh, the dog had died. huh?
Right. So they called a pet shop out there. They said, "Have you got a little white poodle, little fluffy white poodle?" I said, "Sure do." He said, "Well, bring it over here to the airport." Said, "We need one real bad." So they brought it over there. They put that little red collar on that other one, you know, put it in the cage, and handed it to that lady. And she said, "That's not my dog."
Not hers, huh?
They said, "Well, yeah, it's a little white poodle, red collar, you know, fluffy up here." I said, "It's got to be your dog." I said, "No, it's not my dog," she said. "My dog was dead. I was just taking it home to bury it."
Oh, boy. So you went to work in a pork and bean factory, huh?
Oh, yeah. Well, you know, there's more to going to work than just going out there and going to work. You have to fill out applications and everything.
Oh, yeah? Did you fill one out?
Oh, yeah, they asked me everything under the sun.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, one of them questions, you know, nearest relative.
Uh-huh.
I said about 750 miles. You know, Uncle Joe lived up there.
Yeah.
Man, I tell you what, it's hard to do. But I didn't get to work very long, Bob.
You didn't?
No, they fired me.
They fired you from the pork and bean factory?
Yeah, they fired me.
What happened?
Well, I was putting them beans, them pork and beans in the can.
Yeah.
And I got some of them upside down, and people hiccuped themselves to death.
Oh, no.
But I wasn't the only one that they fired out there.
Oh, really?
Yeah, they had this Chinese guy.
Chinese guy? huh?
They hired him same time they did me. you know.
Uh-huh.
And they put him, he was in charge of the supplies.
Supplies?
Yeah, and they went out there to the warehouse, you know, that's where they put him, in the supplies out there, you know. Well, it went on about a week. Nobody ever saw him. This Chinese guy wasn't around, you know.
Couldn't find him, huh?
No. So I went with him out there in this supply house.
Yeah.
And got over in the corner. There's that Chinese guy. Jumped out and said, "Supplies, supplies." You know when I was out there in Colorado?
Yeah.
Yeah. Guess who I run into?
Who?
Bill Clinton.
Bill Clinton?
Yeah.
President Clinton?
Right, Bill, yeah. And he had a dog under each arm.
A dog under each arm?
Yeah. I said, "What you done to them dogs, Bill?" He said, "I got them for Hillary."
For Hillary?
I said, "I think you made a pretty good trade." And I stayed in a motel out there.
A motel?
Yeah, I just got checked in, you know, and everything. And this knock on the door.
Yeah.
And I said, "Yeah, who is it?" And she said, "I'm the maid."
The maid?
Yeah. She said, "I'd like to come in and clean up, if you don't mind."
Yeah.
I said, "No, come on in. It's all right. Come on in." Well, she did. She come on in, took a shower, and left.
Well, it's good to have you back in Branson, I'll tell you that.
Oh, it's good to be back. Boy, I tried to get down here in the worst way.
The worst way, huh?
Yeah, and I did, too.
You did?
Yeah, right down 76 Boulevard.
Yeah, that's the worst way to go, ain't it?
Oh, yeah. Boy, the cars are thick and...
A lot of traffic
oh,
down here.
Oh, a lot of traffic. Bumper to bumper.
Oh, I know it.
Yeah, I'll tell you how close it was.
How?
I pushed in my cigarette lighter,
Yeah.
and the lady in the car in front of me went, whoa!
That's close traffic, ain't it?
Yeah, and little cars.
Lots of little bitty
Oh,
cars.
yeah, I don't know, gas is high or something. You know, everybody's driving little bitty cars.
Yeah, they are.
I went across the street there to eat some supper,
Yeah.
and I made it over there, and I was coming back, and them little cars just zooming, you know. I stepped off the curb, and one of them little bitty cars hit me and knocked me down.
Knocked you down, huh?
Yeah, and before I could get up, another one run up my britches leg.
That's a little bitty car, wasn't it?
Good thing it didn't make a left turn, too.
Oh, man, yeah.
You know, Bob, there's a lot of things in Branson, you know, that's enjoyable and everything. You know, there's some things in Branson people don't even know about.
Oh, really?
Oh,
Yeah,
yeah.
like what?
Well, there's a nudist camp over here.
News camp?
Yeah.
Here
yeah.
in Branson?
Why, yeah, they are. Yeah, I was over there, and I climbed up that fence, you know, and I was standing on my buddy's shoulders,
Yeah.
and I was peeked over there. Bob, there was 150, 200 people over there.
Oh, really?
Yeah, and I
This
stand on his
nudist camp, huh?
Yeah, and I stand on his shoulders peeking over there.
Yeah?
Yeah. He hollered out and he said, "Are they men or women?" I said, "I can't tell. They ain't got no clothes on." Went down to Arkansas the other day, Bob.
Arkansas, huh?
Oh yeah, I went down there to them horse races, you know.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
Where'd you go?
Oh, I stayed in a little town called Burnt Mattress, Arkansas.
Burnt Mattress, huh?
Yeah.
Never heard of that.
Oh yeah, it's just a little bit above Hot Springs.
Oh, yeah, Burnt Mattress, Arkansas. Did you go to the races?
Oh yeah, I went to the races. Yeah, Grandpa he went with me. You
Oh, he
know.
did?
Yeah, he got sick, Bob.
Got sick?
Yeah, I had to take him to the doctor.
Oh, he did?
Yeah, doctor examined him, you know.
Yeah.
And he had a suppository in his ear.
Suppository in his ear.
Yeah, a suppository in his ear. And the doctor, he told Grandpa about it. So Grandpa, he got on the phone and he called Grandma. He told Grandma, he said, "There ain't no use looking for my hearing aid. I think I know where it's at." Grandpa, he dreaded to go home.
Hated to go home, huh?
Yeah. Well, while we was down there, Grandma went to the doctor.
Oh, she did?
Yeah. And the doctor told her she was pregnant.
Pregnant? How old is Grandma?
84, same age Grandpa. They're both of them 84.
84, and she's gonna have a little baby, huh?
Oh, that's what. Yeah, and she was just giving Grandpa all kinds of hard times over the phone. you
Oh,
know.
yeah?
Yeah. She mad at him. She said, "The doctor told me I was pregnant."
Wow.
Grandpa said, "Who is this?" He's dreading to go home. You know, when you're at them races, horse races, you know, you like
Yeah.
to go down there and look at the horses before they run, you know. And
Oh, yeah.
everything. Well, my wife, she's down there by the railing, you know, and she bent over Bob to tie her shoe,
Uh-huh.
and somebody threw the saddle on her.
Put a saddle on.
Yeah. Yeah. She didn't do too bad, though. She come in third.
Come in third.
Brought Grandpa down to Branson, you know.
Uh-huh.
He'd never been nowhere. You know, I'd been to Arkansas down there and come back up here to Branson. And thought he'd enjoy the sights and everything. We were in this motel up here. Boy, they got good security and everything.
Oh, a lot of those motels do.
Oh, yeah, top security. Yeah, we just got checked in the room there and got in there. And the security man, he knocked on the door. He said, "You guys got a woman in there?" I said, "Why, no." He throwed one in.
Threw one in.
Yeah. Grandpa, he wanted to go a swimming, you know, one of them there swimming pools down there.
Yeah.
Yeah. So he took his life preserver and flippers and goggles, rubber ducky, you know. Yeah.
Went swimming.
Yeah, he went swimming, you know. About that time, security called me. Said, "You get your grandpa, get all your stuff, and get out of here. We're kicking you out of the motel."
Kicking you out, huh?
Yeah, I said, "Why? What happened?" He said, "Your grandpa went number 1 in the swimming pool."
Oh, boy.
I said, "Well, how do you know it's Grandpa? I mean, there's 100 kids down there." He said, "Well, he was standing on a diving board when he did it."
Oh,
So I went down to get Grandpa, you know. And just I got down there, Bob, he was on that high dive, and he dove into the swimming pool.
jumped in.
Yeah. Well, you know, sometimes when you're wearing one of them life preservers and you jump in the water, you will emerge upside down.
That's right. You come upside down.
Yeah, well, that's what Grandpa did, and he lost his swimming trunks when he hit
no.
the water. Oh, boy. There's a woman, she screamed and hollered at him, said, "Stub! Stub!" I said, "What? What?" She said, "Your grandpa." Said, "Help him, he's hurt real bad." I said, "What's the matter with him?" Said, "He's cracked his head wide open." Hey, Bob.
What?
Yeah, boy, I got in trouble today.
You got in trouble,
Oh,
huh?
big time trouble, yeah. Where's
What'd
my
you
wife?
do?
Where's my wife's fault?
Oh, really?
Yeah, she told me to drop my pants at the cleaners.
Yeah.
I did.
That'll get you in trouble every time right there. Stub, you lost a little weight, haven't you?
Well, yeah, I've lost a little weight.
Yeah,
Yeah,
you been on a diet?
Oh, yeah, my wife, she put me on a brand diet.
A brand diet, huh?
Morning, noon, and night. Brand, brand, brand. You know.
Are you regular?
Regular. I'm 30 days ahead.
30 days ahead.
You seen my wife lately?
I haven't seen her in a while.
Oh, you're serious. She's a Dolly Parton, Barbara Mandrell, Tanya Tucker, all rolled into one.
All rolled into one, huh?
Weigh about 400 pounds.
Yeah, all rolled into one.
She's on a banana diet.
She's on a diet, too,
Yeah,
huh?
that's all she eats. Bananas.
Bananas, huh?
Bananas, yeah, all the time. That's all
Yeah.
she eats. Bananas.
She lost any weight?
No, she ain't lost a pound, but you ought to see her climb trees. You know, when a woman like that's on a diet,
Yeah.
you know what they do all the time?
No, what?
They weigh.
Oh, weigh all the time.
And
yeah.
you know how they weigh?
How do they do it?
Naked.
Oh, really?
Yeah, the other day, my wife stripped all of her clothes off, naked, you know, stepped up on the scales, embarrassed me to death,
Yeah. Well, why would that embarrass you?
right in the middle of Walmart. My wife, she's always on this exercising program.
Oh,
You know, she
yeah.
got everything, you know, treadmills and this and that. She got her one of them Thigh Master deals.
A
you know.
thigh master. I've seen that on television.
Yeah, yeah, but yeah. She works her knees and thighs. Yeah, it's a Thigh Master. you
Yeah.
know.
Has that helped? She lost any weight with that?
Nah, she ain't lost no weight, Bob.
Really?
But I tell you what she can do.
What?
She can crack a walnut with her knees.
How's that little boy of yours? I haven't seen him in a while.
Oh, Stub Jr.?
Stub Jr., yeah.
Oh, you ought to see him, Bob.
Is he growing all bad?
Oh, growing like a... He's walking.
Walking, huh?
Talking, yeah, he's doing it all. You ought to seen him the other morning at the breakfast table, Bob.
What'd he do?
Oh, he had this little bowl of cereal. He poured the milk in the cereal, you know.
Yeah.
Then he took that bowl of cereal, turned it upside down on his head, milk and cereal run down his face. Oh, the cutest little thing you ever saw.
I'll bet.
Snap, crackle, pop. You know,
Yeah. How old is he now?
He's 17. Hey, Bob.
What?
You know, I'm having an identity crisis.
Identity crisis.
Yeah, life's getting kind of confusing to me.
Oh, it does that sometimes.
Yeah. Well, you know that widow woman I've been courting?
Yeah.
Yeah, well, I married her here. a
I
while
knew
back.
that. Yeah, you
I
married her,
married
didn't you?
Yeah. She's quite a bit older than I am.
Well, I didn't know that.
Oh, yeah, but love was deep and passion was hot, so we got married. you
Yeah.
know. Well, the widow, she had a grown-up daughter.
Oh, she did?
Uh-huh. And my daddy, he got to courting a daughter, and they got married.
They got married.
Yeah. Well, that made the daughter my mother because she married my daddy.
Yeah, I guess it would.
But it made my daddy my son-in-law because he married the daughter.
That is a
my
little
own
confusing.
dad's my son-in-law.
That is a little confusing.
Well, I can live with that. But me and the widow, we had a baby boy.
A little baby boy.
Called him Stub Jr., you know, after me. Well, I got to thinking. Since he's a brother to the widow's daughter, that made him a brother-in-law to my daddy.
Uh-huh.
Well, if he's a brother-in-law to my daddy, that made him my uncle. My own boy is my uncle.
Boy, this is getting confusing.
Yeah. Can you imagine me setting that little baby boy up on my knee and bouncing him around and have to call him Uncle Stub Jr.?
Yeah, that is a problem.
Yeah, but I can live with that.
It gets worse.
Oh, yeah. My daddy and the grown-up daughter, they had a baby.
Oh, no.
Well, now, his mother was a daughter to the widow, making him a grandchild to the widow. Well, I know we're brothers because we got the same daddy.
That's right.
Well, if he's a grandchild to the widow, she's got to be my grandmother, too.
I guess.
And I'm married to her.
Oh.
I'm married to my own grandma.
Well, that is a problem.
Well, you know what that makes me?
What?
That makes me my own grandpa.
Oh, no.
You know, my mom, she told me to wear a clean pair of socks for every day, you know.
Clean pair of socks every day, huh?
Every day.
Yeah, did you do it?
Oh, yeah, but you know, after about 7 days, I couldn't hardly get my boot on.
You can't hardly do that.
Have you seen my grandchild?
No.
I've got a grandson.
Got a grandbaby, huh?
Yeah,
What?
Stub Jr.
Stub Jr.
Yeah, had him over here at Walmart the other day. He was over there, and he come running up to me, you know, and he said, "Pawpaw, Pawpaw." I said, "What?" He said, "I got to go use the bathroom." I said, "Don't say bathroom, you're in public here." I said, "When you need to go use the bathroom," you said, "Pawpaw, I need to whisper."
Need to whisper.
Yeah, that's a little code word, you know.
Yeah.
So we did, so I took him to the bathroom, you know. Well, that evening I was laying there on the sofa, about half asleep, and he said, "Pawpaw, Pawpaw." I said, "What?" He said, "I need to whisper." I said, "Okay, hon, just whisper in my ear." Boy, I'm glad he didn't have to shout.
I'll bet. Hey, Stub, I want to ask you something. I want to know if you were up in Springfield, Missouri a week ago Saturday night.
Oh, a week ago Saturday night.
Yeah,
Oh.
a week ago Saturday night.
Well, I don't know. Well, I'll tell you one thing. If I was, I can tell you, old buddy.
You can tell me how you going to do that.
Well, see, this right here is
Yeah.
well, being the businessman I am, I keep all my appointments and disappointments. They're all right here in this book.
Right there in
Everything I
that
do-
little black book, huh?
Everything I do is right there. in
Well,
this
you
book.
look in that little black book and see if you were in Springfield, Missouri then a week ago Saturday night.
Let's see. That'd be under, let's see, P for places. Yeah, I was up there.
You was there, huh?
Yes, sir. No, I
That's
was there.
just what I thought. Listen, when you were there, did you happen to meet a girl named Joyce?
George, okay. That'd be under C for contacts.
C for contact.
Yeah, contacts. Yep, there it is. Yep, girl named Joyce.
Met a girl named Joyce.
Yes,
That's
so it is.
just what I thought. Listen, did you take her out to dinner?
Oh, let's see. That'd be under X for expenses.
Expenses.
Yep, there it is. Big Mac and fries. Yeah, take her out.
Took her out to dinner. That's
Yeah.
just what I thought. Listen, after dinner, did you drive her home?
Let's see. That'd be under M for mileage. Let's see.
M for mileage.
Yep, drove her home 3.5 miles. Right there, drove her home. Yeah, I did.
Boy, you got it all right there in that
If
book.
I
haven't you?
done it, it's here, buddy.
Well, let me ask you this. When you got her home, did you walk her up to the door?
That'd be under P for pleasure.
P for pleasure.
Yeah, P. Yep, there it is. Yeah, walked her to the door. Yeah, I did.
Boy, you got it all right in that book,
Yeah,
haven't
it's
you?
all right here, baby. Yeah.
Well, once you got her up the door, let me ask you this. Did you kiss her goodnight?
That'd be under AP for added pleasure.
Added pleasure.
Yep, kissed her good night.
That's just what I thought. Listen, Joyce happens to be my sister, and I don't like it.
That'd be under O for opinion.
For opinion.
Obituary. No, it is. Opinion. Yeah, here it is. Yeah, I didn't like it either. You know, I live out there on that there farm, you know.
Oh, yeah. Got you a farm out there. You
Yeah.
even named it, didn't you?
Yeah, I named it Oleo Acres.
Oleo Acres. How come you call it that?
It's a cheap spread.
Cheap spread.
I'm going to start me a petting zoo out there.
Petting zoo. Huh?
Yeah, I've already bought lots of chickens, you know. Well, it wasn't really. It's an elderly hen.
You got an elderly hen. huh?
Yeah, I went out there to the hen house the other night, and I reached under, and there wasn't no egg there.
No egg.
No, there's a nickel.
A nickel, huh?
You know, I thought, hey, somebody's pulling a trick on me, you know.
Yeah.
I wasn't born tomorrow. So next evening I went out there, I reached under the old hen, you know, there's a dime.
A dime.
I thought, yeah, this ain't right, you know. The next night, went out there, no egg. No, 3 nights in a row, no egg.
No egg.
But there's a quarter.
A quarter.
Yeah. So I took her to the veterinary. And he examined her and looked her over, you know, and he said, Stub, there ain't nothing wrong with your old hen.
Nothing wrong with her, huh?
No, and I said, hey, Doc, you know, a nickel and a dime and a quarter, you know, there's something wrong with her. He said, no. Said, there ain't nothing wrong with her. Said, she's just going through the change. I bought me a goat, too, the other day.
You bought a goat,
Yeah, I
huh?
bought me a goat, yeah.
Put out there on your petting farm.
Yeah, well, I had to keep him in the house.
You keep a goat in the house?
Yeah, well, he's destructive and everything. I put him under the bed, what I really did. Put him under the bed.
You keep a goat under your bed?
Yeah.
Well, what about the smell?
Well, you just have to get used to it. I did. Bob, my dog, the other day?
Yeah, your dog.
Yeah, oh, yeah. She had 50 puppies.
50 puppies?
50 puppies.
50
yeah,
of them?
50, yeah.
Well, what kind of dog is it?
Female.
So you got a little farm out there, huh?
Well, I'd rather call it a ranch.
A ranch, huh?
Yeah, it's cowboys, we call them ranchers.
Oh, you're a cowboy now, huh?
Yeah, I'm a cowboy.
Know all about cows and cowboys.
Ain't a thing I don't know about being a cowboy.
Yeah, I watch a lot of westerns on TV, probably.
I've watched so many westerns on TV that my TV's bow-legged.
That's a real cowboy right there. You are a little bow-legged.
Well, yeah, I'm bow-legged.
Yeah, did you get that from riding a horse?
No, I got that from wearing a diaper till I was 20 years old.
You don't know anything about being a cowboy. I saw you on a horse the other day and you were riding him backwards.
Well, you don't know which way I was a-going. You almost got killed here a while back on one of them horses.
Oh, you did?
Yeah.
What happened?
Well, I was up there and I was riding, and the saddle turned with me.
Saddle slipped, huh?
Oh, Bob, it was awful. My whole life flashed in front of me, kicking me and screaming. I was a-hollering and a-kicking me and a-stomping on me, and I was a-pulling mane.
And you was riding underneath,
I
huh?
was underneath him, Bob. I almost got killed.
Well, how'd you get off of him?
The manager of Walmart come out there and unplugged it.
I'll tell you what, being a cowboy, I don't think you're a cowboy at all. I don't think you'd know a goose from a gander.
Well, where I come from, you just turn them in there together, they'll figure it out for themselves. I was on the way down here a while ago. I was driving my pickup,
Driving your old truck, huh?
Right down the 65 highway.
Yeah.
I saw this bull coming out of the alfalfa. That's the first thing I saw when I got on the main highway was a bull coming out of the alfalfa.
Really? What's the second thing you saw?
Alfalfa coming out of the bull. Boy, I hit him. Bull, that reminds me of, my bull down there? I bought this high-priced bull.
I knew you did. $100 bull, wasn't he?
Yeah, and he wouldn't have nothing to do with my cows.
Nothing to do with him?
I just laid over in the corner over in the field.
Wouldn't pay any attention to the cows.
No, that bull ain't right. So I went to the veterinarian, I was telling him about it. He gave me these pills to give that bull.
Oh, yeah?
So I gave the bull some pills. And you know what, Bob?
What?
He visited every cow I had and the neighbor's cows. He just went around. I never seen a turnaround in all my life. That bull really perked up.
Oh, really? What kind of pills were they?
I don't know. They tasted a little bit like peppermint. My old truck broke down, on the way down here after I'd hit that bull.
Oh, it did?
Yeah, and a guy come by on a motorcycle.
A motorcycle?
Yeah, boy, I tell you, pretty big motorcycle.
Give you a ride on a motorcycle,
Yeah,
huh?
I never rode one, Bob, he took off. I'm telling you, he was flying. Flying down
Going
the road.
fast, huh?
Oh, yeah. And he said, feel that. I said, feel what? He said, feel that air, running
Feel that
through your
hair in your hair.
Yeah, yeah. Well, he hooked another gear. Stood it up on its back tire. Wheelie, he called it. He called it a wheelie,
Yeah.
He said, look at that. I said, look at what? He said, look at all the stars in the sky. Well, that's pretty, He run about 100 miles an hour. Bob, he had another gear left.
Another gear, huh?
He let her down and he hit that other gear. They's doing 200 miles an hour.
200, huh?
Flying, oh yeah. He said, smell that. I said, smell it, heck, I'm a sitting in it. All these lights here in Branson, neons and everything.
Oh, lots of lights in Branson.
Yeah, you know what they remind me of?
What?
It reminds me of that time we went down there at that New Orleans, Mardi Gras.
Mardi Gras.
Mardi Gras.
Oh, down in New Orleans.
New Orleans down
Boy,
there.
we had a big time down there, didn't we?
Oh, yeah, I tell you what, that's a fine time. My daddy, he warned me about New Orleans.
Oh, he did?
Yeah, he told me, he said, son, whatever you do, when you go down there, don't go in them girly shows.
In the girly shows,
Yeah,
huh?
said, stay out of the girly shows.
Yeah, why?
He said, you might see something you shouldn't see.
Yeah. Did you go in one?
First one to come
That's
to.
just what I thought. Did you see something you wasn't supposed to?
Boy, I sure did.
What'd you see?
I saw my daddy sitting on the very first row. Hey, Bob.
What?
I was wondering, have you seen my wife lately?
Oh, she's a pretty lady.
Oh, boy, she is pretty. You know, she owes all of her prettiness to me, you know.
All of it to you.
Yeah,
huh?
I am the man responsible for all her loveliness and beautiness today.
You're responsible, huh?
Yeah. Well, you know where I live down there. On that old ranch, how steep them old hills and deep the hollers, you know.
Rough country.
All rough, yeah. Well, back last spring, she was out on them big high ridges picking strawberries.
Oh, she was?
Yeah, and she slipped, and she fell plumb off one of them big hillsides.
Fell clear to the bottom. Huh?
Through a bunch of blackberry briars, through a grove of thorn trees, through 5 barbed wire fences.
Boy, she took a tumble, didn't she?
Never dropped a berry.
Not a woman.
But she was skinned and scratched and cut and tore all to pieces.
Oh, really?
Well, I had to take her to the hospital.
Uh-huh.
Her face was tore up so bad, there's going to have to do some skin grafting.
Skin grafting.
Well, she didn't have enough hide left on her to graft. So they needed a skin donor.
Uh-huh.
Well, I didn't care. You know, she's my wife. I love her. So I donated the skin.
You donated the skin,
Yeah.
huh?
Now, I can't tell you where they got it. And I can't show you where they got it. But I couldn't sit down for about 2 weeks.
Couldn't sit down. Huh?
Well, today they took the bandages off of her.
Yeah?
Set her down in front of the mirror and took the bandages off her little acorn head, you know. Bob, I'm here to tell you, there wasn't a scar or a blemish on that lovely face of hers.
She looked good, huh?
Oh, yeah. She said, oh, Stubby, my sweet, wonderful husband. She said, how could I ever repay you? How could I ever thank you enough? Your tears just streaming. Your preparation H are going everywhere. I told her, I said, honey, when your mother comes to visit us and kisses you upon the cheek, that's thanks enough for me.
That'll do.
Bob, you know, down there where I live, everybody is kinfolk down in there.
Oh, yeah,
you
they're
know.
all
Yeah.
related.
Oh, yeah, live side by side, you know. But matter of fact, on Newlyweds, cousin, he just got married there.
Honeymooners.
Honeymooners, yeah, they live there on one side of me. And Grandpa and Grandma, they live on the
Live
other
on
side.
the other side.
Yeah. And Monday morning, I walked out, you know, and there was that little bride out there doing the laundry.
Doing the washing, huh?
Yeah, and hanging up her husband's clothes, you know. And she got to his underwear, hanging them up, you know.
Uh-huh.
And she was singing a song.
Out on the old clothesline.
Yeah, she just sang it away.
Yeah, what was she singing?
Sugar in the morning, sugar in the evening, sugar at supper time.
Kind of cute.
Yeah, it gets you right here in the heart. You
Yeah,
know.
it does.
I looked over and Grandma, she's doing the laundry too.
Oh, yeah?
Oh, yeah. She's hanging up Grandpa's clothes.
Uh-huh.
And she got to Grandpa's underwear.
Oh, yeah.
She's singing a
What was
song.
she singing?
Precious memories.
Yeah, hey, I want to ask you something. You ever dream?
Oh, dream all the time.
Boy, I had a good dream last night.
You did? Well, I did too.
You did?
Yeah, well, go ahead.
I had a good dream. Yeah, I dreamed I went to the circus.
Went to the circus.
That's what I dreamed about. And boy, and it was a good dream. You could see all the elephants. You could see people flying on the flying trapeze. You could see all the monkeys. Boy, it was a good dream, I'll tell you that.
Well, it sounds like I had a good dream last night.
You did? What'd
Yeah.
you dream about?
Well, I dreamed it was myself and 3 of the prettiest women in, oh, it must have been Hollywood. I mean, there's models and movie stars. 3 women and me in the room
3
together.
good-looking girls
Oh,
and
yeah.
you, huh?
Oh, it was a good dream, yeah.
And you was by yourself.
Yeah.
Well, why didn't you call me?
Well, I tried to call you, and they said you'd went to the circus. You know my cousin, Harold?
Harold?
Yeah.
Yeah, he's not too bright, is he?
Oh, he's pretty slow, Bob, I tell you what. Now, he went to the doctor the other day. Doctor examined him, you know.
Yeah.
He looked him over, and he looked up one nostril,
Uh-huh.
his nose there, and he found some peas.
Some peas?
Yeah, looked over on the other side of his nose, another nostril, and there's some beans.
Beans?
Looked in his ear, There were some carrots.
Carrots in his ear.
Carrots in his ear. Looked in his other ear, and there was some celery.
Celery in the other ear, huh?
Yeah. That doc, he just stepped back and looked at him. He told him, said, "You're not eating right."
Hey, I want to ask you something.
Far away.
Yeah. If you had $10 in your right pocket and $10 in your left pocket, you know what you'd have?
Yeah, I know what I'd have.
What?
Somebody else's britches on. Now, I want to ask you something.
What?
Well, you know, you wear a dinner jacket when you go out to dinner.
Right.
You wear a smoking jacket when you have to smoke.
Right.
What are you doing showing up here with a windbreaker on?
Get out of here. Ladies and gentlemen, there he is, old Stub Matter.